Hi everyone, welcome back to Stay Sunny. If you're new here, I'm so happy to meet you and I hope you decide to stay. Today we're going to be talking about how to regulate and process our emotions. We all know it's important to not keep our emotions bottled up inside us and we need to process them. But how? I'm not a professional and I'm only 16, so I'm not too educated on the subject. But I believe life is our biggest classroom and I always try to learn from my experiences. So here are a few lessons that I have picked up from my experiences with processing my own emotions. The first step to processing your emotions is identifying what emotion it is that you are feeling. Try not to label your emotions as good or bad because even quote-unquote bad emotions are necessary to help us feel the full range of emotions that we need to. Instead, focus more on how the emotion feels in your mind and in your body. If it feels heavy or sticky or high energy, and also focus on how that emotion makes you want to behave. Like if you feel like you just want to lay in bed all day, or if you feel like lashing out at somebody, those are pretty clear indications usually of how your emotions best need to be processed. The second step in processing your emotions is not processing them with a negative coping strategy. This point is usually where most of us turn to our favorite negative coping mechanisms, such as scrolling on our phones and numbing our emotions or eating a bunch of junk food until we feel sick. While it's really easy to numb how we're feeling with a quick dopamine hit, when the dopamine wears off, we're going to feel even worse, and we didn't address the original problem. So we need to be tough and say no to our negative coping strategies and instead choose a more healthy approach to managing how we're feeling. Step 3, actually choose a coping strategy. This is the part where it starts to get a little bit fuzzy because it depends on how you are feeling and on you individually. Everyone processes their emotions differently, so you're going to have to do a little bit of experimenting to figure out what works for you. But here are a few of my favorite emotion processing methods. The first is to just feel my feelings. This is usually what I do when my feelings are really sad or heavy. I just sit on my bed or on the couch or even just lay on the floor and just feel. I don't judge my feelings or judge my thoughts. I just lay there until my emotions have kind of felt themselves out, can work themselves out on their own. And yeah. Another method is to give your feelings a voice or express them. You can express how you're feeling by talking to someone like a friend, parent, or a therapist, or you can journal out the way you're feeling or just talk to yourself about it and think aloud. Or you could find a creative outlet that you like, such as drawing or playing music, or even creating YouTube videos like me if that's what you like to do. The next method to processing emotions that I like to use is movement. This is my go-to when I have an emotion that has a lot of energy, like if I'm feeling really anxious or worked up about something or really frustrated. I like to go on a walk or do a workout or do some yoga or just dance around the room, whatever I'm feeling at the moment. It's a good way to kind of work the energy out as well as get some endorphins pumping in my brain and get me feeling a little happier. Another great way to process your emotions is by meditating. You can just take some deep breaths and focus on your breathing for a few minutes, or you can actually do a guided meditation. I have a YouTube playlist saved of a bunch of guided meditations that I love to do every day. By the way, if you're interested in seeing some of my favorite meditations, I could make that playlist public for you guys and you could listen to it as well if you would like to. Just leave a comment below if you're interested in that. I also have an app that I like to use that has LDS meditations. I've always enjoyed meditating and found it really refreshing to get out of my head and focus on something that's easy, such as my breathing. Before I leave you guys today, I wanted to leave you with a few quick notes. The first is remember to be kind to yourself. Don't judge yourself for not feeling okay. It's okay to not be okay. You don't need to beat yourself up for not feeling as happy as you think you should. Be merciful with yourself and allow yourself all the time that you need to start feeling better. And another note is remember that it's okay to focus on something else. There's only so much processing that you can do, especially if you've been struggling with difficult emotions for a long period of time. Focus on something else that makes you happy and choose to fill your life with as many good things as you can. Try to make it a daily routine to incorporate as many happy things in your life as you can. For example, no matter what I have going on in my day, I always try to do some yoga and meditation in the early morning sun to get my day off to a good start. The yoga gives me a good, healthy amount of dopamine, and the sunshine in my eyes in the morning helps boost my serotonin and melatonin levels. The last note that I want you to remember is try and protect yourself from situations that commonly give you negative emotions or commonly trigger you and create difficult emotions for you. A lot of times it's not as simple as just getting rid of a certain thing or a certain person out of your life, and I know it can be really difficult to get out of situations that are commonly giving you really difficult feelings, but try and stick to your healthy boundaries and try and protect yourself because you are worth it and you deserve to feel as good as you can as often as you can. Thank you for watching this video and for staying to the end. I hope that it was helpful as I tried to share a few of my very unprofessional thoughts. Comment down below any suggestions that you might have. I hope you feel loved and stay sunny.